Speedway Sedans Australia National Junior Sedan title. B-Main is all go. And a great start by Eric Wallace and the Burkinator, as he's referred to online, Joel Berkeley from Queensland. Nick Moncrief is there as well. So too Dylan Park. One of these charades has run off the track. Back there now into 6th place. It might have been Jesse Garlick, but it's run at a breakneck speed into the main straight, 3 and 4 wide further back. And Blake Fletcher making great progress through the field. He's there on the outside of Zach Mitchell as they move out of 1 and 2. Joel Berkeley is at the front as they head down the back straight for the 3rd time. Joel Berkeley leads this one. There's a Shandangle further back, and they've sorted themselves out for the moment. Jackson Derrick has been spat out the back, but it's Joel Berkeley out in front from Eric Wallace. Nick Moncrief is right there with them. So too Dylan Park from Western Australia. The yellow lights have come on. We've got one car that's stranded down here in turn number 4. And it's Alex Sweeney in car number 82. First 4, Bryce Lack, Cooper Gregg, Jesse Garlick. And then Lance Carew, the green lights are back on. The B-Main back underway. Joel Berkeley leads them down into turn number 1. 2nd place is that of Eric Wallace, back to Nick Moncrief. Here he comes. Moncrief looms up on the outside as they move out of turn number 3 and 4. Does the crossover as Moncrief comes up on the inside now of Eric Wallace as they move down the main straight. Wallace is able to hold off the challenge. Back then to Dylan Parks in 4th place. And in 5th place is Bryce Lack, then Cooper Gregg. Then on the outside it's Lance Carew, and on the inside Jesse Garlick has been run at a breakneck speed. They're into the 17-second bracket now. Joel Berkeley out in front. Eric Wallace in 2nd place. Right behind him is Nick Moncrief and also Dylan Parks. 2 car legs back in 5th place is Bryce Lack, then Cooper Gregg. Lance Carew starting to make some moves as they move out of 3 and 4. 15 laps to go in the B-Main. Out in front it's Queensland's Joel Berkeley. From Queensland 1-4-3 Eric Wallace. It's a Queensland trifecta. Now it's a Queensland quartet because Bryce Lack has gone into 4th place. The first 4 cars are from Queensland in the B-Main. Back then to Dylan Parks in 5th place. Coming underneath of Dylan Parks is Cooper Gregg, and on the outside is Lance Carew. Lance Carew from the Northern Territory goes upstairs on the outside of Cooper Gregg. They head down the back straight. The Burkinator well clear. Joel Berkeley out in front as Dylan Parks now fights back underneath of Bryce Lack and also Nick Moncrief. This is for 3rd place now. Moncrief in 3rd. Bryce Lack goes underneath of Moncrief again. Right behind the pair of them is Dylan Parks, and also there is Cooper Gregg and Lance Carew. A great old battle here for 3rd place. Into the main straight it's Joel Berkeley out in front. 2nd place 1-4-3 is Eric Wallace, and throw your hands up in the air for 3rd. At the moment it's Moncrief, then back to Bryce Lack and Dylan Park. On the outside comes Cooper Gregg and Lance Carew. Behind the duo is Jesse Garlick and Zach Mitchell. Into the main straight once again. Joel Berkeley, Wallace in 2nd, Moncrief, Lack, Parks. Also right there is Lance Carew and Cooper Gregg. And then we've got Zach Mitchell from Western Australia as they head down the back straight once again. The time board shows 10 laps remaining in the B-Main, and it's Joel Berkeley out in front. Wallace, then Moncrief, then this titanic struggle for the final qualifying spot. 4th place is still that of Bryce Lack. Here comes the move again from Dylan Parks in 5th. On the outside is the 88 car. Lance Carew. On the inside Cooper Gregg and also Mitchell. Great old battle for 4th as they head out of turn 2 again. Our race leader is Joel Berkeley. The inquiry flag getting a workover. Bryce Lack now comes underneath of Nick Moncrief. That's for 3rd place. He goes into 3rd. Moncrief in trouble now. Moncrief fights back as Lack runs wide. And Parks is just looking for a spot as they go into the pits bend again. Moncrief back in 3rd. Now it's Lack back in 3rd. Lack runs wide, hits the fence. Here comes Parks to make it 3 wide. Tremendous racing here in the B-Main for the final transfer spot. 7 to go. Moncrief back in 3rd. Bryce Lack is there. And Dylan Parks in the little charade is looking for a way through. He might go underneath the Moncrief and Parks. This is for 3rd spot. And trying to find a play through also is Lance Carew. Our leader has got 6 to go. Berkeley out in front. And back to Wallace. Look at the battle for 3rd. It's Moncrief, Lack, Parks. Parks, and also the 88er Lance Carew. The yellow lights have come on. No, the reds have come on. We've got a rollover. One of them tips upside down up there in turn number 4. Matt Caldecott has rolled the car up in turn 4. Umbrellas are back down, and we're ready for a 7-lap restart in the B main. Joel Berkeley has led almost from the outset. Green lights are back on. They're away and racing in the B main. Eric Wallace, Lack, Moncrief. Here comes the challenge. Dylan Parks has deposed. Moncrief has gone into 4th place as they go up into turn 4. 1 lap down on the restart, 6 to go. Moncrief to fight back. He hasn't been able to. And Lance Carew makes it a row of 3 with Dylan Parks and Moncrief. That's for 4th. Parks in 4th, Moncrief and Carew. And they're right up behind Bryce Lack. I'm almost safe to say that the yellows have come on. I was going to say that Berkeley is home and hose as it starts to rain again. Garlic has spun over on turn 3. Yes. Here we go with the restart. Set for a start. 6 laps to go. Let's see if we can get this one finished. Joel Berkeley has been in front for quite a while. In fact, for half an hour. As they head up, the green lights are on. Wallace in 2nd place, Lack in 3rd, and they can continue where they left off. Dylan Parks in 4th. The 5th place is the 88 car of Lance Carew, as Parks now comes up on the outside of Bryce Lack, and they're going to run wide. Lance Carew's right there along with Nick Moncrief. It's 5 to go. Down the main straight, Joel Berkeley out in front from Eric Wallace. Lack in 3rd place. Carew comes underneath now of Parks, and they both run wide. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell comes underneath of Moncrief. They're 4 wide now for 4th. It's going to end in tears in a minute. As we've got 2 cars in the fence. Nick Moncrief and Parks, and another 2. Katona and George Parker in the fence. 4 cars in 2 separate incidents have ended up in the concrete wall with 5 to go. It's either that or the food at the canteen has gone horrible. There's a definite burning smell. 23 of Dylan Parks has got smoke billowing out the side. Will it last the distance? Panels rubbing on the car. There we go. The right rear, and going into 4th place is the 88 of Lance Carew. Dylan Parks is out. So rotten luck for Dylan Parks. His race has run, and it's Lance Carew's now. He's moved to 4th place. So moving to the main straight, Joel Berkeley the leader. Back to Eric Wallace. 3rd place Bryce Lack, and then Lance Carew is in 4th. Cooper Gregg right behind him. Back in 6th place is Peter Katona as they move down the back straight. 3.5 to go, and it's not over yet. Here comes Cooper Gregg underneath of Lance Carew, and they're both coming underneath of Bryce Lack. Down the main straight, our race leader is still Joel Berkeley. He's just done the quick lap of the race. 2nd place, Eric Wallace. Back in 3rd place, we've got 1 car in the fence, Peter Katona. Another retiree. There's not going to be many finish. Joel Berkeley comes up with 2 to go. He's well clear as the Berkinator. 2nd place is 143, Eric Wallace. 3rd place is anybody's guess. It's Bryce Lack. Right there is the 88 car of Lance Carew and Cooper Gregg fighting over 3rd, 4th and 5th. Back to Blake Fletcher from Western Australia. The white flag comes out. The B main has 1 lap to go. Joel Berkeley is clear. So too Eric Wallace. Bryce Lack and Lance Carew and Cooper Gregg fighting for the last spot. And he's gone very wide, has Bryce Lack. And going into 3rd place is Lance Carew and Cooper Gregg. On the outside is Bryce Lack. Berkeley wins. Wallace 2nd. Blanket finish. Oh, dead set photo. Bryce Lack has got it. Bryce Lack has got it by 0.1 of a second. 1 car has gone up in smoke after the finish. Berkeley, Wallace and Carew.
Hey, Joel.
Yeah.